Hey, you fucking idiots. Watch the Jimbo and James Show, Friday nights at 9 Central on Twitch TV.
Nailed it. Nailed it. What's going on, everybody? We are live on Twitch and Rumble right now. Rumble.com/Jimbo James Show or twitch.tv/Jimbo/Chicago or twitch.tv/James Hollenbeck.
I love the plug. It sounds great. Crisp and clear.
There you go.
How was your week?
I have something good.
Already?
Already. I got something good already. The fortune cookies are back, baby.
There we go.
If you are on Twitch on either channel, you can do a channel point where you can redeem a fortune cookie, and we will read them on the show. Right now, we've got 3. One from me, be a generous friend and fair enemy. Boy RV, welcome in, Boy RV. An admirer is concealing his or her affection for you. Ooh, you got a secret admirer, Boy VR. And one for you, James. Become who you are.
All right. So we're just nailing them out with the something goods, with the fortune cookies. Fridays are back.
Anybody watching is a full-time Rumble streamer and could maybe DM me like what bot you guys are using, because we don't have a Rumble bot.
Yeah,
I don't know of any. Did you say we don't need one?
Yeah, we don't need one.
We really don't need one, but it would be cool to get the fortune cookies over there too.
Yeah, definitely. So how was your week, Jimbo?
It was a week. It was good.
Good.
Nothing crazy going on.
I see you got the hat on, rocking the merch. Where's your cup? Where can they find that cup at?
Shop.jimbojameshow.com.
All right. See, you like how I put that in there? Oh, shit. My week's been good. I guess I can tell you all my something good. Tell me something good. So we started the remodel on the house. I know, like, it's been talked about several times that I keep updating the house, but we decided to gut the man cave, level it with the rest of the house because it used to be a garage. You had to step down into that room. So we wanted to level it out with the rest of the house, raise the ceiling so it's with the rest of the house, and turn it into a master bedroom and make the half bath into a full bath. So I guess I could show a few pictures of the processes that we've been going through. So this is inside the man cave.
So this is the room that you used to stream from?
Correct. This is the room that I used to do. Yes, this is the room. And they already have the platform down with the, what's it called? The floor. I don't know.
Raise the roof.
Yeah, they have the floor down.
Are you going to have vaulted ceilings in there?
I'm going to have like you see where the rafters are? It's going to have that effect in there.
That's called a vaulted ceiling.
Yeah, vaulted ceiling. There you go.
That actually adds value to your house.
Yeah. And then this is from inside the kitchen looking inside there. So you see like the half bath that was already finished prior to it.
Okay.
The piece of wood or whatever where you see on the ground, that's where a wall is going to go up or whatever. And I have a feeling they're going to put the shower inside that triangle.
That would make sense to try a triangle shower.
Yeah.
I see a door. I see a door framed for it, or that's probably the old frame.
Yeah, that's the old frame.
Where the door was. Okay.
Yeah, that's the old frame.
So they're going to go diagonal like that. So your kitchen space will remain the same. They're not losing any kitchen space.
We're losing a little triangle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
then this is
what about the is there going to be closets in there?
Yeah, all right, here's my next picture. So that's the other angle from where the bathroom was, and you could see where the triangle was on the other side of the hot water heater. They're taking the hot water heater and they're raising it up to the ceiling. And to the left of the hot water heater is going to be like the hallway, and then like a decent sized closet in there.
Dude, get off your wallet and get a tankless water heater.
That's brand new.
Oh, okay, never mind
I
then.
replaced that 2 years ago, so that's why I trust me. I think what will happen is when that goes out, we'll get a tankless one.
Those are expensive, and you have to maintain them every year. Otherwise, they void your warranty if you don't.
Yeah.
Do you hear fireworks in my background, by the way?
No, I don't actually.
Okay. There's a fireworks show going on somewhere in the neighborhood, or maybe at the school, somewhere really close. Jimmy G, what's going on? Logan, what's going on? Boy VR,
what's up?
said hi. Logan comes in here like, yo, I'm still alive.
So as you guys could see, that's why I'm in like a crazy room right now, because I'm getting all the housework, the remodel and stuff. That's why I'm in this crazy room, is because of all that. So
and the lighting looks amazing though. You should stream that all the time. That should be your new stream corner. Just move some of the stuff. And
I told Brandy this is where I should be. She's like, "No, I'm going to put you in the old master." So I don't know. I think I should be in here. So make sure you guys tell me in Discord if you guys think I should stay in here and stream or move into another room. So that's my something good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my something good. I actually have something actually good this week.
When did they start all that?
Monday.
Okay.
Monday. They're only 5 days in. And what's crazy is they're going to work tomorrow too. Who works on a Saturday? Yeah.
So I got 2 redemptions here for Logan.
She belongs to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah.
His fortune is you are always welcome in any gathering.
Yeah. Especially the cookout.
Just make sure you bring mom spaghetti.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Well, that is something good, definitely.
What, mom spaghetti?
No, well, that too. That too.
Okay. You know what sounds good? Like some like big old meatballs, like homemade meatballs.
So I had spaghetti and meatballs from my buddy's restaurant today. At Fridays, we go to his restaurant. It's not far from my house. I think I didn't take you there, did I? I think I took you past it.
No.
But yeah, I got spaghetti and meatballs, and I ate probably half of it because it's a very large portion, and I left it at work in my work fridge. I was gonna eat it today for dinner.
So what did you have for dinner?
Steak and corn. I made up for it.
That's good. I had
BJ's.
I had BJ's. I had wings, onion rings, and mozzarella sticks.
Logan says, "How you been?" Good. Yeah.
Good. Living the life.
Welcome back.
Living the life.
He also redeemed "Hello, motherfuckers." I don't think you have that on here, do you?
Hello, motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just do it.
Yeah, I'll just do it. All right, let's get into some of these topics. I know we got some like burning topics to talk about. Yeah, or that. We got some burning topics to talk about. A lot of shit has happened this week. Not as much as every other week.
And I want to start by preferencing that this show isn't a show where we go down rabbit holes and conspiracies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I
Illuminati and
mean,
shit.
we have, but a lot of that in the news now is conspiracy and hearsay. So whatever we say, take it with a grain of salt.
Grain of
Okay,
salt.
oh, that's out of the way, and the disclaimer is out of the way.
Yeah, the disclaimer. Sorry, I had to get some liquor while you did your disclaimer. Shout out to Crown Royal. We want you guys to come sponsor us.
And Miller Lite. And Miller Lite.
And Miller Lite. Oh,
right.
shit.
I want to start with a topic that was already discussed in the comments section by Jimmy G.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you heard about Tua was signed.
Yeah.
He got the bag. He got the bag.
I heard that Scouts was telling me, by the way, happy birthday, Scouts, if you're watching.
Happy birthday, Scouts.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, they're doing the finale of the fireworks right now.
There we go.
Happy birthday!
He was saying that what's his name? The Packers QB is the highest paid guy. Yeah, that's what Jimmy G said. He is the highest paid quarterback in the league right now. Isn't that crazy? Jordan Love.
Here's the clip for it.
We had a lot of law enforcement up and down Southern Boulevard as Prime Minister Netanyahu made his trips to and from Mar.
I clicked the wrong video.
I was like, what does Prime Minister have to do with football?
All right, some breaking sports news to get to. There's a reason why Tua is smiling right now. The Miami Dolphins quarterback has a new contract. It is a 4-year extension worth $212 million. The deal includes $167 million guaranteed. We were there this week at training camp as Tua did not throw during 11-on-11 competition. Yesterday, he sat out altogether and watched as the backup quarterbacks took snaps, but he was a full participant in practice today. Last season, Tua led the Dolphins to a second consecutive playoff appearance while starting every game for the first time in his career. He was named to the Pro Bowl, led the league in passing, and his 29 touchdown passes were a career best.
Got that bag.
Yeah, he did. I don't think Jordan Love deserves to get all that money. I mean, I know he had a decent season, but he hasn't proved himself to me. He hasn't done nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I could see, like, if you said somebody like Mahomes getting the bag, like, it would make sense.
Mahomes deserves the bag because he's producing.
He's producing. Like, I mean, Jordan Love did have a good season. Like, I'm not taking that from him.
Who's your 49ers QB again?
Purdy.
Yeah, he also can get the bag.
But he's also still on that rookie contract, so
Right.
Huh?
I think I'm agreeing with you. Like, I think that his rookie contract. When does that rookie contract expire?
I think at the end of this year. At the end of this year. This year coming up. Purdy.
Hopefully the bag after.
Yeah.
He's a little bit older, isn't he?
Crap. No, he's young.
How old is he?
He's on a rookie. He should be like 25 or hell. He's young.
She belongs to the streets.
Let's see. He's 24 years old.
Okay, I thought for some reason he was like 31.
Yeah, he's young.
Okay, yeah, he's young. He still has time to get his career going. But I mean, dude, he's a hell of a player.
Yeah. Definitely.
What did Jimmy G say here? Let me get to it.
Hope the Dolphins save some of that money so they can resign Tyreek Hill whenever that is. Yeah. He's going to need somebody to throw to. But the Dolphins have a bunch of key players. They took Mostert from the Niners. They'll be fine. Dolphins will be fine. I still see plenty of playoff runs, probably the next few years.
I can't hear the team and think about the NFL team, the Dolphins, without thinking about Ace Ventura.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel's a man. Jesus Christ. That was a good movie. Alrighty then. Oh shit.
All right. In another topic, we talked about Justin Timberlake's DUI about a
Yeah,
month
we
ago,
did.
maybe.
Whatever happened to old Justin Timberlake?
Well, he was in court, and here is what his lawyers have to say.
All right.
Lawyers for Justin Timberlake say their client was not intoxicated when he was arrested for DWI in the Hamptons. The attorneys were in court today for a procedural conference. In a statement, the lawyers claim police made an error in arresting Timberlake and that they are confident the charges will be dismissed.
Sometimes the police, just like every one of us, make mistakes. I will say that Justin respects law enforcement. I will say that he recognizes the very important job that they do, and he cooperated with the police.
Well, the singer was arrested in Sag Harbor last month after allegedly failing to stop at a stop sign. Another court date is set for August 2nd.
Go ahead. You say something. You have something important to say?
Yeah, he bought his way out of this.
I was going to say it must be nice to have some money.
He bought his way out of this, dude. I guarantee you, he probably paid that police department some money or bought them fucking
They now
body
have
armor or something.
They have a new shooting range, body armor.
Something. They have something.
It's going to be called the Justin Timberlake Memorial Gymnasium and stuff like that.
He donated something. Don't be surprised if the motherfuckers are driving in brand new fucking 2025 SUVs.
Hellcats and shit.
Yeah, Hellcats and shit. They got brand new spike strips with diamonds in them.
Jimmy G's not a fan either. Celebrities get treated differently than we do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
And nobody should be above the law.
Unless you buy them all new Hellcats.
Mr. Breadman, welcome in.
Love the profile picture.
I just need to know what type of bread. Sourdough, rye, white, wheat, whole grain.
Did you work at Jimmy John's or something? Or Subway?
No.
You're naming those off really fast.
I love bread.
Hashtag I love bread.
Yeah.
Or
I love bread. I'm fat.
I'll make that a command. I love bread.
I love bread. Mr. Beast of the Ant. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember you.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Welcome in.
Everyone changing their names over here. This one changes it to a food that you keep in your pantry.
Do you keep bread in the fridge?
Well, okay, so Kelsey's gluten-free.
Okay.
So that bread has to stay in the fridge, like the gluten-free bread.
That's the exception.
Regular bread, if it's gonna be eaten that week, is on the counter or in the pantry, or if it's bread that I'm gonna have for a while, like I have some hamburger buns I have in the freezer for like 2 months.
Oh, I do not like bread in the freezer.
It just doesn't thaw out. It doesn't taste right. You're right. It doesn't taste the same. It kind of kills the flavor, but it does.
Uh-oh. He's lagging. He's stuck. He's like, take my strong hand, child. Take my strong. Okay, he's back.
My internet is just trash.
Today. You got to clip that. That was great. I was like, you were like Scary Movie. Take my strong hand, child. You were stuck like this. It was great.
I clipped it.
All right. Good. So what were you saying about bread frozen?
You're right. The taste of it does kind of get diminished a little bit, but at least it keeps. Am I frozen again, or are you just making fun of me?
I'm making fun of you. Jimmy G says, I think I seen on YouTube channel that they're bringing back the 2025 Dodge Challenger as an electric car also. That's a big fail horn. I think it's either 2025 or 2026 when they bring it back. Why would you bring back a muscle car as an EV? That's like the biggest L in the world. It's horrible.
So, I did see a Challenger Scat Pack versus a Tesla. What's that ugly truck?
Oh, the Cybertruck.
They raced. The Cybertruck absolutely smoked it out of the water.
Christ.
They're already racing each other.
Speaking of Cybertrucks, I don't know if you remember, Jimbo, that I used to play Rocket League.
Yes, that's how you got all your millions and millions and millions of dollars back in the day, because you were really good at it.
Yeah, professional Rocket League player. Yeah, I participated in RLCS. Well, guess what? The Cybertruck is now on Rocket League.
Jesus, really?
Yes.
So you can play with the Cybertruck?
You could actually play with the Cybertruck.
All right, I have a mind-blowing... This is going to be mind-blowing for a second.
All right, mind-blow this.
I kind of sort of shared this in a meme on your Discord, but that Cybertruck uses real electricity.
I thought all Cybertrucks use electricity.
But that one in the video game uses real electricity.
Oh, yeah!
You gotta plug the game console in. I saw that meme. I put it in the Discord. It was the lamp in the video game uses real electricity.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that is actually true.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right. So we got the Olympic Games going on right now in Paris, France. I was just watching the opening ceremonies. They actually got hit by acts of sabotage. I don't know if you saw that. Happened today or last night, I guess. Here's the video clip explaining it.
The Paris Olympics are now underway, with the opening ceremony taking place today in very heavy rain, and it came with a dramatic finale. Celine Dion singing from the deck of the Eiffel Tower, her first performance since she announced she had stiff person syndrome in 2022. As Jamie Yukas reports, the day began with coordinated acts of sabotage on France's high-speed rail network.
Olympians from around the world sailed into the Summer Games today. LeBron James and Coco Gauff, the American flag bearers, despite the pouring rain. Hours before the ceremony, France's train network was hit by several coordinated arson attacks, causing widespread disruption. Officials say fires were set at critical spots in an attempt to cut off routes into Paris. One attempt was thwarted by local agents.
So we are advising people who do not have to travel today to postpone their travel.
Nearly 800,000 people are expected to be impacted this weekend. UK's Prime Minister forced to change plans for travel to the Olympics. Others were delayed a few hours.
I got already a text message saying that my original train was cancelled because of the vandalism.
Security was tight for those able to make it to today's ceremony. Snipers could be spotted on top of buildings, and fences were placed for miles along the Seine River.
You felt safe?
Yeah, I felt totally safe. They seem on top of it. Doesn't seem, like too much. It seems like this is what they got to do.
LA Mayor Karen Bass attended the ceremony along with First Lady Jill Biden. As the next host city in 2028, Bass says being here is a great learning tool.
Learning everything I can and having this experience will help set the basis for us to prepare for 2028.
Now it's on to the games. Simone Biles will attempt to have a sixth move named after her on the uneven bars, while swimmer Katie Ledecky is expected to compete in her first final tomorrow.
This opening ceremony was sold as a welcome to the public that everyone could enjoy. But Major, fans without tickets had to stand back here behind 2 rows of barricades.
Maybe not everyone. Jamie Yukas, thank you.
We got a Rumble comment.
Yep. Welcome in. Slave State, a novel about New World Order. I'll definitely check that out after the show. Welcome in, William.
All right.
I watched the opening ceremonies. It's currently going on now on Channel 5 or NBC. One thing that I'm kind of mad about, Snoop did not say for shizzle drizzle or anything like that because it is raining. Come on, Snoop Dogg, now's the opportunity.
You mean Snoop Lion?
A Snoop Lion, yes. Snoop Lion. Good call. Good call.
Oh shit. Did you see that guy with the bow light the fucking thing or whatever?
The bow.
Yeah, there was a guy out there with a flaming arrow and he light the torch or whatever.
I did not see that.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to pull that clip. That was fucking dope as fuck, dude. Like, if anybody like plays video games and like fan of like Zelda, you got that vibe of like that was cool as fuck. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Live here on the Jimbo and James show.
Yeah.
Today's episode isn't really it's more loose than normal episodes.
We're just bullshitting.
If you guys have topics you guys want to talk about, type them in the comments.
I can't find the clip. Well, it might be a short. No, I can't. Oh well. Well, yeah, it was cool as fuck, dude. Somebody lit the bow or lit the arrow and he shot it and it landed in the thing and started the fire on not the torch, but the big thing. I don't know what you call it.
The big
whatever.
Right. Because I did see Snoop Dogg actually carried the flame for a little bit. That was kind of interesting. Why is Snoop Dogg like part of this at all?
Why is LeBron James part? Oh yeah,
that too, and Kelly Clarkson. Who else did I see that I was like, why are they there? Who else was that other? Mike Tirico is one of the commenters. I get him; he's a sports commentator.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Peyton Manning was the other commentator on NBC.
Sad day to be a White Sox fan.
Wow, nice final score there.
Yeah.
Jimmy G says, who knows? That's why. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right. So where do I want to go next? Go into the California fires, but do yours first.
Okay.
Mine's right under yours.
You did a fire one as well?
Yeah, but it's not the same one.
Oh, we're just burning right now. We got fire in the Olympics. We're burning. Fire. Jimbo started the fire.
No, I did not. Don't arrest me.
No, this wildfire was started by a car. So here's the clip.
It's right about the time I go out the door. I got 2 city PD officers at the door telling me I needed to get out. Well, I packed up what I could pack up in the car, me and the dog, and I got out. I heard the neighbor across the street from me lost his house. I only live in an old double-wide mobile. Whether it's still standing or not, I got no idea.
That's Kissy Mama. It's me and my girlfriend, and we have 12 total dogs. Well, 13 with her dog.
12
We've been
dogs?
sleeping in the car because you can't take dogs in there. And I don't want to take my dogs to the shelter in Oroville and put them in cages. It might traumatize them.
That's the crazy
dog lady. As long as I have
lady.
the dogs and they're safe, I don't really care about many material things, you know.
Very worried. I want to go home right now. But those things can be replaced. Lives can't. Pets can't. You know what I mean? That structure will be replaced eventually.
We went through the campfire as well, and that we waited to the last minute to leave the campfire, And we didn't want that to happen this time. We wanted to leave and figured to come down here and be safe because we don't want to be caught up in all that stuff again. It was bad, the campfire. So bad memories, but we came down here. We're safe now. We just want it to be over so we can go home.
12 dogs.
You know what? You know who that makes me think of?
Aunt Holly.
Yeah, our crazy Aunt Holly.
Hey, Holly. Aunt Holly, if you're watching, I'm glad you don't have 12. You only have 5 or 6. What did you have, 5 or 6?
I'm trying to think of all their names. There's Baby,
Dumbo,
Dino.
Sneezy.
There's Baby, Dino, Dolly. I can't think of the rest of them because when I talk to him, she's like, oh shit! But I think she has 5 or 6 of them.
Those dogs, they go everywhere. So your fire video kind of went on the other side of it of interviewing evacuees. Mine interviews people that stayed in their home.
You ever watched that TV show Making a Murderer on Netflix?
No.
Oh, okay. That first guy kind of looked like Stephen Avery a little bit.
Oh my God.
Here, hold on. Let me pull up a picture of him. It kind of looked like
that first guy looked like he would be a guy that would go, I'm staying because this is my double wide. I own this thing.
He kind of looked like fucking Stephen Avery for real. I was like, is that Stephen Avery from fucking Making a Murderer? There he is right there.
Yeah, okay. For sure.
All right, go ahead with your clip.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the mother burn, mother. Funny about that song is it was actually written here in Chicago. But anyway, here's a clip of them interviewing the guy that stayed.
It's a situation we're seeing play out over and over again here with the Park Fire. You can see that the home behind me has been reduced to nothing, not able to withstand those flames. But that isn't the situation for the home right beside it, where you can see the home is still standing. We spoke with a neighbor who refused to leave this neighborhood, saying he wanted to make sure that fire didn't hit his home.
It was quite a surprise. We had always suspected we would be hit with this thing.
A neighborhood just off of Highway 32 blanketed in a sea of retardant as the Park Fire continues to consume parts of Butte and Tehama counties. Overnight, the fire nearly quadrupled in size. This California alert video showing a fire vortex breaking out yesterday. We caught up with one resident who was taken aback by the racing flames.
Yesterday, it was quite a surprise for this early in the fire season. That way that fire came through here yesterday was like a freight train.
The fire hopscotched the neighborhood, annihilating some homes in its path while leaving others untouched. Jerry Hamando has more than 30 years of firefighting experience under his belt. He was donning a Hot Shots t-shirt while we were interviewing him. He says he was notified about the fire in downtown, but when evacuation orders came down, he decided to stay behind, fend off the flames himself, and rely on his firefighting knowledge.
Just basically wetting things down, making sure the roof had the needles and stuff we didn't get off, that they were moistened down, and wet everything that could possibly be ignited from embers. We made it okay.
He worries inadequate defensible space might have worked against some of the homes leveled in the fire. Reporting from Butte County, covering local news that matters, Claudette Stefanian, Fox 40 News.
He was prepared.
Yeah, I mean, he's a former firefighter who didn't want to lose his home, who had a lot of water probably on standby and hoses in places and lawn sprinkler. He probably had his lawn sprinkler going. I know I would.
Yeah,
I put one on my roof and just turned it on. By the way, there's still fireworks going on. It is 38 minutes into the show, the fireworks show.
The fireworks show.
And I don't know what town is doing a firework. What's going on? Welcome in. What was
Dang Nick, what's up, big dog? Double fist bump.
There you go.
All right.
The California is on
White
fire.
Sox.
Yeah, You showed that already.
No, that was the final.
I know, but the one you showed was end of the 9th inning, which is final.
It was the top of the end of the 9th inning.
Okay. Yeah, you think they're gonna come back from that?
I don't know. Anything's possible.
I don't know who's doing these fireworks. I'm looking on like the Facebook town group of.
Oh, here you go. He's
you know, the Karens that complain.
Yeah, I was very say he's part of the city watch.
Hey! I got to stop you there because it alerted me last week after we ended our show that there was a home invasion across the street from my dad, and the guy ran across the apartment community and shot somebody. So it alerted me
Jimbo, the town Karen of the city watch.
Got nothing on this post other than a horrible accident. There was a really bad accident. They had like the helicopter, like what do they call those helicopters? Like the ambulance helicopters? Life flights? Like when it's a really bad accident and they have to put you in a helicopter?
I thought it was like HVAC or
Iowa.
something.
Yeah. Medevac, I think it's called.
Medevac. Yeah, Medevac.
They had to do that for the driver of this truck. It was just completely destroyed.
Yeah, Medevac.
I'm not even gonna try to even find the picture. I'm still trying to find the fireworks show. I'm on a mission now to see what town is doing this.
Oh, I found out that my the guy that's doing the construction of my house, his family is from Chicago, and he used to live there like 15 years ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You tell him you got family in the Chicago area all over?
Yeah, I told him that. He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I went there three times last year." Yeah, I was telling him about our grandparents, and he's like, "Yeah, they don't make houses like they used to. Like you have one of those old houses." I was like, "Yeah, my grandparents' house was built in the 60s, so that one's old too."
Yeah.
He's like,
Grandpa built that house. I mean, Grandpa's friend built the house.
Jimmy G said, "For years we had a landline home phone. We finally had to cancel our landline home phone due to the stupid non-calling of telemarketers. Now we just use our cell phones like everybody else."
So I think that's really funny because my dad has a landline still.
Uh-huh.
But he uses it for his fax machine because he does insurance.
Mhm.
And that's the phone number he gives all of the stores. So, you go to the store and you sign up for something, and they probably sell that list to whoever. That's how the telemarketers get those calls. So that phone, when he unplugged it, was getting about 50 to 60 calls per day of telemarketers. Now that it is plugged into a fax machine, because they hear the that noise that a fax machine makes, he gets no calls anymore.
That makes sense.
They're like, yeah, we're not gonna call that number back. That's a fax number.
Jesus. I think the last time I had a house phone.
Well, you also have a work phone, which is different.
Well, I don't have a work. It's through my computer now.
Oh, is it? Is it okay?
Yeah, I don't have a work phone now.
Because we have a show phone. I can call you from a show phone, but that's just me being a nerd.
I mean, I have an actual telephone number through work that rings with my AirPods, and it's an actual phone number, but I don't have an actual phone.
I'm blaming the fireworks on my crappy internet connection.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy G says our house is now nice and quiet now.
Jimmy, what's your cell phone number? Let me please put you on speed dial. I'm kidding. Don't Don't dox your
Don't do
information.
it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do that.
1-800-Jimmy-G is his phone number.
No, that ain't his phone number. It's I hate fucking NASCAR.
Ooh, I got it. Where is it? I re-added it.
You re-added it?
I hate freaking NASCAR.
Jesus.
I bet if you call Jimmy G on his phone, his voicemail would sound like, "Hello, this is Jimmy G, and I hate NASCAR. Leave your message after the beep."
Jimmy G hates the worst president ever. Alrighty.
Barack Obama.
So I guess we can work our way into politics now.
Yeah, now that we're on that, and I covered pretty much what I wanted to cover for all the other stuff.
Alrighty.
You are fake news.
So what do you got?
So do you think Donald Trump got hit by a bullet?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm guessing other people don't think he got hit by a bullet, that it might be fake, or he got hit by shrapnel.
And there's also people that are saying that Biden gained 5 inches of height.
Hell, I want that medicine. Can I gain 5 inches of height? God damn.
At
All right,
81 years old, too.
Yeah. Here's the clip of Donald Trump.
Last time, we told you about the director of the FBI saying it was still unclear if former President Trump was hit by a bullet or shrapnel. Well, Trump is sure it was a bullet, and he's hitting back.
Donald Trump is firing back at the FBI's shocking claim that he may not have been struck by a bullet.
There's some question about whether or not it's a bullet or shrapnel that hit his ear.
No wonder the once storied FBI has lost the confidence of America. A bullet hit my ear and hit it hard. There was no shrapnel. The hospital called it a bullet wound to the ear, and that is what it was. Congressman Ronnie Jackson, a former White House physician, has no doubt Trump's wound was caused by a bullet.
It was absolutely a bullet. I examined it. There was a track of a bullet. It was scooped out in the just as it would be in the track of a bullet.
And the deranged gunman who tried to assassinate President Ronald Reagan in 1981 is speaking out in a new documentary. Hinckley, I Shot the President.
When you shoot a president, they expect to be killed.
John Hinckley, now 69, talks about his bizarre obsession with actress Jodie Foster that led to the shooting.
It's a pretty big delusion to think you can shoot the president to impress somebody.
After the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, Hinckley posted, "Violence is not the way to go. Give peace a chance."
So, yeah.
I know we talked about that last week with 50 Cent going viral, but come on, man. There's a picture on the internet of the bullet. I don't know if you saw that picture.
Yeah, I have. So I'm going to kind of entertain this guy's theory. So even if it was shrapnel, because let's review, a shrapnel was a piece of metal, correct? That hit his ear.
Or like
fragment
the
from a
teleprompter,
bullet
plastic,
or something.
Some other, it's like if the bullet hits like the teleprompter and the piece of plastic came and sliced his ear open, that's shrapnel.
Yeah, so let's entertain this.
Okay.
Even if he got hit by a piece of shrapnel, he still got shot at. Something hit his ear at a very accelerated speeds and made him bleed and puncture his ear.
Yes.
That's still dangerous either way you look at it. No matter if he got shot or if he got hit by a piece of shrapnel, it's still dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter what. So
imagine imagine that shrapnel hits him in the eye instead.
Or in the neck or somewhere sensitive to where he would have died.
Where he would have bled out. Yeah.
He would have bled out and died. Either way, it's still dangerous. So does it
Either
really
way,
matter?
that kid shot at a president, a former president.
That too.
That's
too.
like, and not only the former president, but one that's running for office, a
Yeah.
political opponent. And how the hell is this guy not in jail? The guy that shot, what's his face?
He probably was in jail and got released after a while because it was an attempted murder, I think.
Yeah, because he was in love with Fawcett.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like, does it really matter if like a bullet or shrapnel hit him? Like, like he was shot at.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah,
what matters
like,
is that the attempt of life.
Yeah, he was almost assassinated. Like, come on, dude. Like, does that really matter? Like, is Fox News or CNN or MSNBC really debating on, it was shrapnel, not a bullet? Like, why does that matter, bro? Like, he was shot at, dude.
Right.
I don't know. That gets me worked up for some fucking reason.
Have you ever gotten a gun pulled on you?
Huh?
Have you ever had a gun pulled on you?
No.
I have a couple times.
No, I never had a gun
situation.
Never had a gun pulled out on me. Thank God.
I have one in Maywood or Bellwood, which is a west suburb of Chicago. And my dad one time. My dad is a funny story, actually. Came home from like a bar or a friend's house, and it was late, and it was like 2 a.m, and I had some drinks, and I'm in the kitchen making myself a sandwich, and I guess I was making like a lot of noise. My dad heard it and thought somebody was breaking in because he thought I was going to go to my friend's house and stay there. So he comes around the corner with his gun in his hand, thinking there's a home invader in his house. And I'm spreading the mayo on the butter or on the bread and doing this and putting cheese on my sandwich. I look over and I see my dad, and I see him like this and lower it, like, "Oh, sorry, boy." And I just looked at him and go, I just looked at him still buttering my thing. I go, "Do you want one?" Like, I'll make you a sandwich.
He tried to shoot you over a goddamn sandwich.
Yep. I don't tell that story to many people.
Well, you told it to everybody on the internet.
So Dad thought his house was being invaded, but it was actually his son making a sandwich.
Jesus.
He's like, "Oh, I thought you were a burglar, a bad guy going through the silverware drawer." I'm like, "Why would a bad guy go through the silverware drawer?"
Maybe you're trying to steal real silver. You know, rich people use silver as silverware.
My house does not scream. My parents' house does not scream, "We have silverware in the silverware drawer."
Can you say silverware drawer
can't
3
even
times
say
fast? I can't even say it normally.
Real silverware in the silverware drawer.
That's just too much. Jesus Christ, clip that.
All right. What else do you got?
So, so after that, this week, I know it happened like on Monday or Tuesday, but the Secret Service director resigned after giving her testimony.
Kimberly Cheadle from Hinsdale, Illinois.
Oh, goddamn. What are you, her boyfriend?
No, I looked her up when the news was saying that she's from the Chicagoland area. So I looked it up and I was like,
oh okay.
I know where that is.
So she resigned. So here's her little Wayne Dang Doodle speech or whatever.
The director of the Secret Service resigned today, one day after admitting the assassination attempt on Donald Trump was the agency's most significant operational failure in decades. As CBS's Scott McFarland reports, Kimberly Cheadle drew sharp criticism from both parties.
10 days after the historic failure in Butler, Pennsylvania, Kimberly Cheadle resigned as U.S. Secret Service Director, writing to colleagues, "This incident does not define us. and that she didn't want to be a distraction. In a statement, President Biden said Cheadle had shown incredible integrity.
I take full responsibility for any security lapse.
In graphic body camera footage from local police in the aftermath of the assassination attempt, agents can be seen standing over the bloody body.
Beaver County sniper seen and sent the pictures out. This is him. Okay.
Investigators also sought access to a drone. More revelations today. The Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner revealed 2 local police snipers were posted with a view of the roof used by the gunman, but left their posts to search for him. And that a local officer came face to face with the shooter minutes before the gunman pulled the trigger.
It was minutes. It was a very short period of time, even for his ability.
But not seconds.
I would say minutes.
Despite that encounter and rally goers pointing out Thomas Crooks on the roof, he was still able to open fire, killing 1 and wounding 3 others, including former President Donald Trump, who posted on social media, "The Biden-Harris administration did not properly protect me." For John Abel, who was seated steps from Trump in the podium, the resignation was warranted.
I think it's kind of a slap in the face for everybody who was there that their safety was put on the line from their lack of competence.
An acting Secret Service Director, Ron Rowe, will now lead the agency. In the meantime, the U.S. House has launched a bipartisan task force to investigate the assassination attempt, with the Secret Service's own review, Nora, due in about 2 months.
Scott McFarland, thank you very much.
Sad that a innocent American Corey firefighter, dad, husband had to die because of the oversight of the Secret Service when they actually had cell phone pictures and videos, and they were alerted beforehand. Trump never should have taken the stage. That area should have been cleared. That building should have been cleared with the drone.
Do you think that the requirements, obviously we don't know the requirements, but do you think the requirements to become a Secret Service agent are too large, or
to lead the Secret Service, or just an agent?
Just an agent. Do you think it's the requirements are too hard to become one, or do you think they don't have enough people who want to become a Secret Service agent?
Both. I'm gonna say they don't want people because that's risking your life. You have to put yourself in front of your protectee.
Don't you think like some of these former SEAL agents? Don't you think they would want to become a Secret Service agent?
A lot of veterans probably would also step up to that challenge.
Would or wouldn't?
Would step up to that challenge because they're used to combat and they're trained in combat. But another note as far as the leader is concerned, and what you're saying is this Kimberly Cheadle. I don't know if you know this. I did a little bit of research on her, if you can tell. Mm-hmm. I looked into like her professional background. She worked in the Secret Service as a chef. She was a chef. She wanted to be an agent. She kept training to be an agent, and they kept denying her, saying no, no, no. And it was Biden that made her the director. She ended up becoming an agent. She ended up becoming an agent, but then from agent that she was only an agent for like a short time, not like years and years and years like you would think a leader would be.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some conspiracy stuff in that. So do your own research on her as well.
Do you think that it's harder for a woman to become a Secret Service agent than it is compared to a man? Do you think like she was pushed into it for like equal rights type purposes? Maybe
if you do notice when they were putting President Trump into the motorcade vehicle, that there was two or three, I think, women there, and they kind of looked a little dazed and confused of what's going on.
One couldn't even unholster their gun.
that's part of it. And that's not saying anything against men and women. That's saying training in the situation, because this was a situation that
Yeah.
this was a unfolding live situation that they trained for.
Mm-hmm.
Should have went off without a hitch. They never should have put Trump on the stage. They should have cleared that. Since they lost sight of that guy, they should have cleared the site. And then, like, hey guys, due to a technical difficulty, we're gonna delay the rally by 30 minutes. I'm sorry, I know it's hot out here, but wait 30 minutes, and then have the Secret Service clear sites again and try to find that kid.
I really think from here on out, like all his rallies and stuff need to be in some sort of like indoor.
Yep, I agree.
That
Indoor.
way,
You know, even if it's a high school gymnasium where they can get metal detectors and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I don't know
And
if you've seen the new metal detectors that they have that you just walk right through. Wrigley Field has them, and dude, they're whole body scanners, and they're not like invasive or anything.
it's not like going through an airport.
No, you keep your phone and your keys in your pocket, and you keep your change in your pocket, and you keep everything, and it will beep if you got a knife. It'll beep if you got a gun.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like AI, where it's like trained to spot out the shape of objects and stuff.
And that's where like I feel like AI is used for good purposes. Like this would be a reason where I would support the use of AI.
Jimmy G says that it was indoors in Michigan.
That's
I actually
good.
saw that, and he packed the place. He absolutely packed the place.
Good. That's good.
So speaking of President Trump, President Biden, I don't know if you saw that Netanyahu is in town.
Who in the hell is that?
The Israel Prime Minister.
Oh.
How did you not know that? All right. Anyway,
I don't know. I only know about Putin and
he went before Congress and pretty much destroyed Congress on his speeches. I didn't grab any of those speeches. They're all online. I didn't want to start anything because it's right now the political climate with Israel and Hamas and everything else.
Oh yeah.
There's protesting in front of the DC Capitol. There was protesting in Chicago. There's protesting in New York. There's protesting in San Francisco. All the blue states, basically. But no, when he landed, he's a prime minister of Israel. When he landed, no elected official met him at the plane. President Biden didn't. Vice President Harris didn't. Nobody did. He did his whole thing in DC, and then today he ended up going down to Mar-a-Lago to visit Trump. Isn't that crazy that a sitting prime minister went to go visit a former president?
He must
at
know
their home.
something that we don't know.
Here's a video of a little bit about that encounter today.
We had a lot of law enforcement up and down Southern Boulevard as Prime Minister Netanyahu made his trips to and from Mar-a-Lago. Right now, traffic is open back up. I spoke with a couple drivers in the area who say while the added traffic was frustrating, they say it's par for the course when living in South Florida.
Well, my whole life has been like that. I've been coming here since I was a kid, So it's been like that. So you just got to go with the flow.
The Prime Minister's motorcade stopped traffic on 95 and Southern Boulevard near Mar-a-Lago. We saw law enforcement from all over South Florida along the route.
Plethora of law enforcement. So it's definitely going to be, an inconvenience for a while. But if you live here and you obviously know the temperament of today's political scene, any and all things that have to do with Trump and the people that come here, you become kind of accustomed to it.
Michael Hoffman, WPTV News.
Yikes.
I had that same experience a little bit when Obama was in office, because he would come here to Chicago and there'd be roads shut down and traffic would be averted. I remember getting caught into a bumper-to-bumper traffic jam because he was in town. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like, I got to go here or there. but it is what it is to keep the president safe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but yeah, President Netanyahu went down to Mar-a-Lago, which is just, for some reason, it's like he didn't go visit Obama. He didn't go visit Clinton. He didn't go visit, who else is alive? Reagan. Reagan's dead. Carter's alive, right?
I think Jimmy Carter's alive. Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter's like 93 or something, or
yeah, he's like Grandpa's
there.
age.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. And then I pulled this next one. The title of it doesn't really do it, but so did you see that there's a shooting from a police officer shot somebody inside their own home? Did you watch any of the body cam video for that?
No.
It is literally disgusting, and this cop should spend the rest of his life in jail.
Jesus.
He went into this house because she was reporting a peeping Tom or something of that nature, somebody creeping in the neighborhood. As she was getting the report, her water was boiling because she was making spaghetti or like pasta or something. She had water boiling. So she told the cop, like, hey, I'm going to go turn the pot off, whatever. And the cop was kind of being a little dick to her. And then she said in return, I should throw this scalding hot water on you then if you did that. Like, it was kind of like she was kind of like defending herself against his remarks. And then he pulls out his weapon and says, you better not do that. Put that water down. Put that water down. Bam, shoots her. She was putting the water down as he shot her.
And you have this clip?
I don't have the well, here, I'll pull it up right now. Actually, you know what? It's in this clip. It's in this news clip.
Okay. I'm curious now.
If it's not, I will pull it up. But it is just, this guy better go to, or he is going to jail. He's being charged with murder.
All right.
He's no longer working for the Springfield, Illinois Police Department. And Vice President Harris actually called called her family, and she's 36 years old, I guess. So here's the video.
Okay. Tonight, a new chapter in the tragic saga of Sonia Massey. Autopsy results showing the 36-year-old mother of two was shot in her left eye, the bullet exiting the base of her neck.
How can you justify this?
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump alleging the report confirms then Deputy Sean Grayson, who responded to Massey's Springfield, Illinois home July 6th about a possible prowler, fired downward as she crouched to the ground. Massey, seen on body camera video just before the shooting, picking up a pot of boiling water.
You better I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face. Okay, I'm sorry. Drop the pot!
Grayson firing moments later.
There was no humanity.
He was fired and pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder charges. Records obtained by NBC News show Grayson's worked for 6 different law enforcement agencies since 2020. His last job in nearby Logan County, where records show 2 complaints filed against Grayson for inappropriate behavior and abusing his power. Records show Grayson rebutted the allegations, which are marked unfounded. He left the job in good standing. An application for that job shows Grayson admitted he'd been intoxicated a lot in his life and abused alcohol in the Army, where he served from 2014 to 2016. During that time, court records show he pleaded guilty twice to driving under the influence. One department's personnel records list his discharge from the Army as misconduct, serious offense. In response to NBC News' inquiries, the Sangamon County Sheriff said Grayson's application was reviewed and sent to a merit commission which certified Grayson for hire. He said a state training and standards board reviewed the information, which included the DUI convictions, adding he was given a general honorable discharge from the military. The sheriff said Grayson passed a drug test, criminal background check, and psychological evaluation and graduated from a 16-week training academy before serving as a Sangamon County deputy.
It's your opinion that he never should have been hired for that job?
Never should have been.
Never should have been hired.
Grayson's attorney has repeatedly declined to comment on the shooting and his client's employment and criminal history. Lester.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking.
I need to see a better video. I'm not saying he was in the wrong. I need to see a better video before I make judgment. Because think about it. From what we saw, she said that she was going to throw that pot of water on him.
But he was being a dick right before that.
But being a dick and being a dick and threatening to harm somebody
Dude,
is two
it is
different
actually
things.
trending Springfield body cam. So
Yeah,
this one's 18 minutes. This one, let me make
Now
sure
to the
this is
deadly
okay.
shooting
Yeah,
of a
this should
woman
be okay
inside.
to air because it's from a news channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see the whole clip before I really give 100%.
Her home. The deputy has been fired, and newly released body camera videos captured the chaotic scene. We do want to
Can you
warn
hear
you,
it?
some of those images you'll see can be very disturbing. Here's ABC's Alex Perez.
Sheriff's office.
I'm gonna put it up and mute me.
The just-released body camera video shows Deputy Sean Grayson and his partner responding to Sonia Massey's house in Springfield, Illinois, after she reported a prowler. Massey, at times, struggling to answer questions.
What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name.
Then, when deputies say she can remove a pot of boiling water from the stove, the situation changes in an instant.
Huh? Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
rebuke you in the name of
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Grayson, who did not turn on his body cam until after shooting Massey, explaining the situation to responding officers who ask, "Where's the gun?"
House is cleared. She was the only one.
Where's the gun?
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came at me with boiling water.
Grayson charged with murder.
And Grayson has pleaded not guilty. He's being held without bond. If convicted, he could face life in prison. Alex Perez, ABC News, Chicago.
I mean,
I don't think she didn't come out with him with a boiling pot of water. That I disagree.
He was crouching.
What does I rebuke you in the name of Jesus? What does that mean?
I'm looking it up. It's a Bible typically involved in. Let me just share my screen.
Yeah, go ahead and share it. I'll read it.
I mean, I can click the whole article, but
typically invoked when something feels out of one hand, certainly when there's no sense of demonic.
So everyone's Googling this because this is from that Sonia Massey case. A strong expression of disapproval.
He's in the wrong. He's in the wrong. Like I said, I needed more. I'm one of those people. I can't take a 30-second or 10-second.
No.
clip.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And I was giving my saying that he's in the wrong for my seeing I actually saw the whole complete video. It's like 30 minutes long.
I haven't seen it. So no, he's guilty.
So
he's going to do life.
If you want to see the whole entire video, it is on YouTube. Just Google Springfield. What did I Google or YouTube? Springfield body cam.
Yeah, he's going to jail. Neon Racer, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Neon Racer?
Welcome back. He's my little
that's
friend.
So that's my topics. You've got a couple.
So I actually pulled this up and I sent it to you earlier. It's something because I'm into like the stock market. I do a lot of investing and, stuff like that. So I kind of want to touch base on this before we go right back into politics. So let me just play the clip, and then I want to get your opinion of it afterwards. Here we go.
Congress is a rich man's club. That's the problem. That's what we're trying to fix.
Americans of all political persuasions overwhelmingly agree that members of Congress should not be playing the stock market while we hold office, while we make policy that affects businesses and industries, while we have extraordinary access to privileged and confidential information. We should be focused on the public's interest and not our private financial interests.
No federal elected official should even have the opportunity to enrich themselves through corrupt stock trades using information that they gain through their official duties.
I mean, listen, the American people look at people like the former Speaker of the House, who makes better returns than anybody in America. They look at senators who were investigated during the COVID pandemic for their miraculous stock trades, and they say, how is this possible? Members of Congress are trading daily based on information that the public doesn't have. And now we've heard the insider trading. I understand that insider trading is banned, but let's be honest. Members of Congress get information that is technically not insider information as defined by the securities laws that is nevertheless extremely beneficial to know. And often we get it earlier than other people do. That's why senators rushed to trade stock at the beginning of the pandemic and were investigated for it. Ultimately couldn't be prosecuted because technically it wasn't a violation of the securities laws.
Agree 100%. They should not be able to. Them and their direct family.
So, first off, I'd like to say I don't know what senators and House of Representatives get as like a pension or a 401k or whatever. If they get a pension, they won't need a 401k. But if they get a 401k through the government, which I don't think
they get pensions.
I imagine they get pensions.
They do.
So either way, they don't have a 401k. But
they have the best retirement plan ever.
Yeah. So I think if they were to invest, I think the only way I would allow someone serving office to invest, it has to be an S&P 500
or a
or like the 500 major companies in the United States, or they need to invest the complete total stock market fund. They cannot buy single stock. I don't think no politician should be able to buy single stock, period.
Like NVIDIA or, because I mean,
Amazon,
that's
Coke, whatever.
The biggest thing that they're making their money on is because of the whole AI boom and them allowing NVIDIA to set up shop here in the United States so we can get our chips faster.
Yeah.
Holding a random card in my hand as we speak. But yeah, I mean, they should not be able to do that, and that's considered insider trading. I mean, hell, fucking what's her name went to jail in trouble for that. What's her name?
Martha Stewart.
You know,
for insider trading.
Nobody's above the law on that kind of stuff.
I love that saying. Because I feel like there are people that are above the law.
There are 100% are. And there's people that say that Donald Trump is above the law. There's people that say Biden, the family, is above the law. There's people that say Justin Timberlake. We talked about it earlier today. Justin Timberlake.
He's above the law.
Right.
He donated $1 million to that police department. We know he did.
I'm telling you, that town of Woodhaven or New Haven or whatever, they're getting the best police station they've ever had.
All Justin Timberlake had to do was do a fucking concert at the fucking police department.
Well, he was probably doing
I'm
that.
Bringing sexy back.
He was probably like singing, "I'm locked up, don't let me."
That's Akon.
I know, but he was probably doing his rendition while he was in jail.
Probably. Yeah, so the stock market, they shouldn't be able to buy a single stock, and I feel like it should be like immediate family shouldn't be able to buy stock. So
That's what
like,
I said.
yeah,
Kids, and husband or wife.
yeah. But what sucks is like you could give stock tips to your cousin. Hey, buy fucking Apple. It's gonna fucking
Hey,
triple.
I'm gonna gift you $10,000 because you graduated high school. Put
Buy
that in.
Tesla
Yeah,
stock. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
There's no way around that, I guess. I mean, but I still think that
It's unfortunate.
here's a good thing. Stocks are gambling, right? A form
Yeah,
of gambling.
kinda.
Okay. So say you're in sports and you play for a said team. You know, hell, you're Michael Jordan. You're the best that ever did it, and you know your team's going to win because you're playing, I don't know, the 76ers who suck ass. Would you tell your cousin, hey, bet on me tonight? Or would you actually, let me rephrase that. Let me go back. Would you yourself put $10,000 on your own team to win? You can't because it's against the NBA rules. It's against everything. Why isn't the same with our Congress with their trading?
I don't think it should be bad if you put money on yourself to win. I think it's only bad when you put money on yourself to lose.
That too. Well, that's a different topic on itself.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have. Do you guys remember the referee Tim
Donahue?
Tim Donahue. He was. I don't know if you watched that Netflix documentary on it.
Sure
I think
did.
that's the same kind of thing as the whole trading thing with I know
Insider trading.
instead of it, you know, instead of them relaying the information to somebody else, it's them actually like Nancy Pelosi's husband. They're in bed at night and goes, hey, I'm about to vote for NVIDIA for this. Can you throw 10,000 on it? Sure. Or 1 million at it? Sure.
Coca-Cola is going to be a part of the new MREs for the military force when they go over to the Korea War, and their stock is going to boost up $10 because they're going to be inside the MREs. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like,
right.
Obviously,
I agree
don't
with
know.
you that it should not be.
No, it shouldn't.
By the way, this sounds like it's a hell of a game. 10th inning. So it was probably tied 8-8 because it says St. Louis scored a run.
Yeah.
And St. Louis is at home, so that would be a walk-off. So
or a walk-on.
So St. Louis, congrats, you won. That puts our Cubbies 5.5 games out from wild card, I believe. So we are not gonna make it
because Chicago sports suck.
Yeah.
All right, one last clip. So we know that Biden dropped out because he's an old guy, and Harris is now the Democratic candidate, not exclusively because they have that DNC bullshit in August, but they did a poll. So
stay tuned. We're gonna have we might have a special stream in line for the DNC. So stay tuned for that.
All right. So they did a poll. The Wall Street Journal did. I don't know how correct they are, but here's the poll. Here's the clip on the Harris and Trump. Who would win? So here's the clip.
A new Wall Street Journal poll found that Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are in an essentially tied race for president, When we matched the two up head to head, Donald Trump was leading Kamala Harris by about 2 percentage points. And that's significant because this is the first poll that the Wall Street Journal has done since President Biden dropped out of the race as the leader of the Democratic ticket.
So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
And when we polled the last time after the debate between Donald Trump and President Biden, Trump was leading by about 6 percentage points. The fact that Kamala Harris is doing markedly better than President Biden in a head-to-head matchup with Donald Trump shows us that voters were pretty uniquely punishing Biden for what they view to be his lack of fitness for office due to his age. In our poll we took after the presidential debate in late June, some 80% of voters said that they thought Biden was too old to be president, including a majority of Democrats. And so what this poll taken between Harris and Trump shows is that voters, at least some voters, are more willing to vote Democrat now that President Biden is not on the ticket.
What do you think?
Wall Street Journal getting those numbers fast. Who are they polling?
Yeah, so I will agree. I will agree with what they say, but I don't agree with the numbers. So do I think Biden?
That's where I'm at with that is how did they get those numbers? How?
Yeah, that's my thing. So I think Trump versus Biden is way more farther apart. I think it's probably like 65-35 maybe.
I could just say that the Dem machines dropped Biden out of their puppet because America said, "Oh, do you remember the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing that he said Biden has to run because he's the only one that could beat Trump?"
Yeah.
And there are a few other people said it, not just Kimmel. But then they're saying, well, maybe he can't. Maybe he can't. And I do think that number, as far as the numbers go, a lot of the numbers that they're getting are never Trumpers who will vote for anybody else.
Yeah. But before Kamala became whatever, I feel like when it was Trump versus Biden after that debate, I felt like it was probably more like 65-35. Like there ain't no way Biden's going to come close after the assassination attempt and the debate. It was clear that Trump was going to win this, election. But I feel like now, after Harris is now considered going to be the nominee, I feel like a lot of people are now switching up and wanting to vote for Harris because of the situation with Trump.
So I shared on X or Twitter, x.com/Jimbo Shy is my name. You guys can look it up. But I shared a 3-minute video it was a podcast just like ours, using StreamYard just like ours, and all 6 people on there were African Americans, on there. And the host of the show goes to the one on the bottom and goes, "Who are you voting for?" Well, Harris, because she's black. So then the host of the show goes on a 3-minute rampage and shut her down, like factual data about all the people that Kamala put in jail for bogus convictions. And I mean, he goes on and on. You check out that video. It's like, wow. Like a lot of that stuff that I didn't even know that this guy said. Yeah, check that out. I shared it on my X.
I heard like something about 1,500 people she put in jail for marijuana convictions. I guess like the Republican Party keeps saying that it's all African Americans, but there's no race included with that figure. So I don't know how they're getting the race. It's just a broad 1,500 people with marijuana convictions. There's no race in the data.
I think when you're going to vote, why are you using race as a factor at all? Period. Why are you using male or female as a factor? Period. Who is the better fit for the job at hand? Who is the better leader? Who is the better communicator? Who is going to steer the ship in the right direction? Who has the better policies in place?
I
That's the
think
way I
people
look at it.
I think people look at voting for president kind of like a job application. They ask those same questions.
They should. But right now, I think that our country is so divided that we're either red team or blue team. We're team blue or team red, team blue or team red. And I will publicly say that I voted Democrat when Obama ran. Both times. Actually, well, the first time, yes. I don't think I voted the second time. I think I forgot or something. Oh, I couldn't vote the second time. Somehow my address was changed to my mom's address, and it got all screwed up. I don't know. I screwed it up.
I didn't. My first time voting was in the Hillary Donald Trump election. That was my first time voting. I didn't vote any time before that. I was never
When I was,
registered to vote, never voted.
I mean, 2008 was Obama's race. What was the race before that? What would 2004 race be?
I think that was Bush,
Bush and
Cheney, or
Dole? No. What am I saying? Dole for?
Gore.
Gore. I voted for Gore that race, actually. That was my first when I was 18 years old in 2004. That's who I voted for.
Yeah, I didn't vote. I didn't vote until 2016 when it was Hillary and Trump.
Yep.
And
I remember that race very well. And guess what? They figured out the results of that race that night.
It's crazy.
And now it's because of mail-in ballots and.
So you want to know even something crazier? For the primary, I voted for a Democrat, and then the general election, I voted for a Republican.
So there's a lot of people that do that, and they actually have a name for that. I can't remember what it is, but it's like a bait and switch kind of thing. So you vote for the other person's.
It wasn't a bait and switch.
Okay, because they were saying that the shooter of former President Trump, he was registered Republican and he voted Republican on the primaries, but in the everything else, like they were saying that he was switching parties. That's just that's conspiracy.
Yeah, I voted for Bernie Sanders in the primary, and then I voted for Trump in the actual election. I didn't want Hillary Clinton. I didn't like Hillary.
And that's why people were doing it.
But I liked Bernie Sanders. So
right. That infamous meme of him sitting on the chair in the corner. Yeah. You know what? I should get that as like our logo on the top of the show or something. Bernie.
I still like Bernie. I still think regardless of how radical Bernie is, I feel like with his record, he stands in the same spot for everything. Like, it's not controversial. He still thinks the same way. Nothing's ever changed. There's no like hidden agenda or hidden plot points. Like, this is how he feels. Yeah, he has a lot of socialistic ideas, but I also think he's also from the everyday, like, working class.
Working Americans.
I think he wants to see people who work make an honest living.
I fixed our logo.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, he's a socialist. Unfortunately.
So I don't know. Anybody in the comments have any comments on that? Otherwise, I don't have much else, and I don't think you do either. We ran through all of our topics.
Yes, we did.
And I actually thought this show was only going to be like 30 minutes long, to be honest.
You knew I was going to fucking make it last. Make it last.
I have a big cock.
Exactly. Spit on that thing.
By the way, that meme is dead now. That meme is gone.
It's been gone. But she's on Instagram right now, running it up, doing all these little podcasts and meeting all these country singers and all that. She's doing really well. I watched a few of her little interviews. She's actually a pretty down-to-earth girl. I think she was just drunk and said something fucking controversial, and
not even controversial, just funny. Just
funny. Yeah, funny. Yeah. So
how many views do we have on Rumble right now?
We have 1,100,000.
Yes. Welcome everybody. Welcome.
Yeah, we have 4 people watching us on Rumble. Shout out to you, Rumble.
We're not doing well on Twitch tonight, and I think it's because the Olympic game opening is.
Everybody's watching soccer.
So I don't really want to rate anybody tonight, to be honest.
We don't have to.
So one last thing. Happy birthday, Scouts, again.
Happy birthday!
Oh, you beat me to it.
You have 25 minutes left of your birthday, since you're in Eastern time, Scout. So if you're watching us, enjoy the rest of your birthday.
That is bananas.
You beat me to it.
Happy birthday!
Oh shit.
I'm gonna have to clip that for him and show it to him.
Oh shit.
All right. I am not going to Michigan this week with Kelsey and her family like I do every year. So I will be here next week for a show. So
alrighty.
And I may do, I don't know, I may do a couple pop-up streams. I really want to play darts again. It's been a while since I've streamed darts, so we'll see how that goes.
Sounds
what about
good.
you? Any streaming this weekend? You're not really set up for that right now.
I'm not set up. Yeah, like I'm kind of. I mean, come on, look. This is a mess. This is a mess.
Go outside and burn that 49ers shit.
Oh, he's a hater. He's a hater.
We'll have this conversation in February, right?
2 weeks.
Yeah, but in February we'll have the conversation. How's your Bears?
Yeah, well, my team's in the Super Bowl. We'll probably go there and lose to the Chiefs again.
Smith from the west side of Chicago. I predict that the Chicago Bears will have a 13-4 record. Again, the Chicago Bears will have a 13-4 record. Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now.
More like the fucking Chiefs will be 13-4.
So I think we should, since we're not rating, let's end this episode with a ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now.
Next week.